Welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast with your hosts, Tony Caselnova from DisneyByTheNumbers.com and Parkhopper John from WDWParkhoppers.com. Keep your hands, arms, feet, and legs inside the podcast at all times. And get ready for the Disney Parks Podcast.
Everybody, and welcome to the Disney Parks Podcast. My name is Parkhopper John, and I come to you from WDWParkhoppers.com. Joining me, as always, across the desk in his throne of awesomeness, Mr. Tony Caselnova from DisneyByTheNumbers.com. How's it going?
Very good. How about you?
Dude, we were talking before we started recording. I'm jacked up about this weekend. I'm so excited I can barely think.
4 more days.
I could barely. Once Friday hit, I was already like jonesing, man. It's like I'm waiting for my next hit. I cannot wait. And if I haven't thanked you already, I can't wait. So we're talking about our annual trek, our big time quest. To every year we do a getaway to a Grand Villa, and this year we're going to Bay Lake Tower. We've been promoting our party, which we'll talk about a little bit more later. There's still room for you, but I
think tickets end Thursday night.
Thursday night, yeah, that makes sense. So we're very excited by that, and we're going to go have fun for multiple days, and then we're having our party on Saturday.
Yep.
I've got some friends coming, and then we're going to have some other things.
The party's for you, all people.
The party is for you people.
Yeah, it's not for us.
What do you mean, you people?
We'll party before and after you leave, but
we'll be partying while you're there. Trust us.
But the party's for you,
right? And you want to pay attention if you can't be here in person. You definitely want to pay attention to us on Facebook because we're going to be doing live stuff.
Yeah,
I think we're going to be doing a live stream.
Yeah.
And if we can't do all the things,
we'll do fireworks. We'll do Top of the World.
Yeah.
We'll do a little show and tell of the room.
Yep. Yep, we'll do all that stuff, and then if we can't house it there, we'll probably leak over into the Disney by the Numbers and Parkhopper stuff.
Yeah.
We've got our good friends Al, John, and Kristen coming down, and we're talking about doing like a live show at the resort.
We're bringing mics and cameras.
It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great.
Studio in a box.
The last time I did anything on this scale was that time that Rick celebrated his 300th.
Oh yeah,
and we were all by the end of the night.
Oh yeah.
and the sun was going down, and we were trying to shoot the last little video thing, and we're in the dark.
It wasn't the sun that was going down, John.
It was, but it was
the liquor that was going down that was making you think the sun was going down.
But the sun was going down.
Fireball.
I don't think Fireball had come into our scheme. Yeah.
Was it quite invented yet?
I should bring some Fireball this weekend. No?
I don't like Fireball.
It's not just for you. I'm definitely bringing some Red Stag.
Oh boy.
I'm bringing beer, probably bring some Red Stag.
All right.
And water.
And the essentials. Yeah. You got to flush the system every now and again.
So, what do you want to talk about before we actually get into the news?
Before we talk about that, I got a couple books up here. One is this book here, Color of Pixar. Let me do this. Let me go here.
It's book time with Tony.
I told you I was buying a book a month, and I'm trying to keep to it. So this is The Color of Pixar, and look at that. It's even colorful on the side.
It's awesome.
So each area is obviously a different color.
So how are they doing it? What is blue?
They don't really tell you.
Huh.
But this is all blue stuff.
I see what they've done.
Yeah. So pictures that, they use the color
feature
blue.
Yeah.
And feature the blue.
I'm telling you, I could do a screen cap of the entire Finding Nemo and Dory, and I could look at that every day.
Yeah. So this is, it's all different colors and all different
that's awesome.
art. I am trying, this is written by Tia Krata. You can see that Tia Krata, with a foreword by John Lasseter, which got me excited. I am trying to get her on the podcast.
Cool.
I contacted her numerous ways. Now I just wait, and then I send more. The other book that you see there, let me do see there, so you can see there, is A Kiss Goodnight. That is a music and story by the world legendary famous Richard Sherman. And the art inside, and I should probably show you that.
It's book time with Tony.
The art inside,
ladies and gentlemen, I am feeling like I'm on a romper room all of a sudden.
Is by legendary Floyd Norman.
Unbelievable.
So, literally two legends, Richard
and Floyd
made a book. It's a kid's book. It's a kind of a story book, but it also comes with the story. And this is also by those two fine gentlemen, but it's also done by, the other hand. It's sung by Ashley Brown. Ashley Brown, if you don't know her, she works with Richard Sherman whenever Richard needs to record something and needs a vocal, a women's vocal. He calls on our good friend Ashley Brown.
Yeah, if you've ever listened to like the Legends, what is that called? The Legacy Collection?
Yes.
That's usually Ashley Brown singing some of those, like the Lost Chords, where they have some of the music that was supposed to be in Mary Poppins that didn't get on the CD, and they don't have real full recordings. Ashley is the voice that you're listening to singing that. Yeah. Which, by the way,
we've had her on this podcast.
We've had her on the podcast, and yesterday was the 40th anniversary of Mary Poppins being released.
Ooh.
So one of the things that we do over at www.parkhoppers.com is Music Monday.
Monday.
We always do like a Spotify playlist, and so we did the playlist from the soundtrack. But we also put a link into the Lost Chords too. So if you want to go check that out and you're into Spotify, you can just click the little button and you can listen to the original soundtrack with all the stuff that made it and all the stuff that didn't. And you're going crazy with that stuff over there. And you can check that out. Yeah. And it's just cool. Like it's 40. It's longer than that. It's not 40th anniversary. It's
40, 45, 50.
Well, no, I'm 47. So that movie came out in what, 60?
I can't remember.
It's been a while. But anyway, so that's the deal.
Both of these books were not expensive too, by the way. And nor are we getting paid to pitch these books. It's, like I said, I'm trying to buy a Disney book a month. You can't see the Disney collection behind me, but
it's prolific.
I do find this stuff kind of interesting and fascinating. So
cool.
Anywho, what did you do this weekend, John? Anything?
I did, actually. I don't want to go too deep into it, but I had lunch with... I did have lunch with
a person we shall not name.
Oh, we can name them. We can name them. There's no reason why we can't name them.
Yeah, you want to give it away? Give it away.
Give it away now. Somebody that we will be having on the show shortly, Disney legend in his own right, Mr. Derek Johnson. Mm-hmm. Derek has been a friend of our family for a long time, even before I was really into Disney. And his lovely wife, Debbie, who was... one of the original voices of Liberty. You might have heard of them. And they were not busy this weekend. We just wound up having lunch. We talked about a few things. We ironed out him coming on the podcast. That'd be great. So we did that, and then just nothing major. I mean, we went to Friday night. We went to a magical dining.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of, this is probably a nice segue into what we did last Monday. Because we wound up happening, it was just a weird series of events. We wound up not having audio for last week from what we were going to talk about.
Right.
So we teased you guys. So this is actually, let's take a couple minutes and talk about what we did.
Yeah, we went to a magical dining preview at Ravello at the Four Seasons. Kristen from Dining at Disney got the invite. Obviously, she can't go from Tennessee, so she was lucky enough to allow us to go. And usually it's only for one person, but this invite was for two. So John tagged along this time.
Finally.
And they gave us everything they were serving on the menu. All the appetizers.
Not one of each for both of us.
Yeah.
We got to share a couple things, because had they done that, I'd have exploded.
Yeah. And they have done that in the past, so I was kind of shocked that they were doing the sharing thing.
Right.
Sharing? What
I don't want to share with this guy. This is that bucatini, man.
Yeah. So all the appetizers, all the entrees, and then a little plate of all the mini-sized versions of the dessert. And even the wine, which is quite expensive.
Yep.
They kept our glasses pretty full most of the night.
Yes. Then we switched from white to red.
Yeah.
It never went down. If we wanted we had cocktails. We had a signature cocktail, and the last week was when we had the Eclipse. So they created a special cocktail called
of the Tart.
Total Eclipse of the Tart. Which I don't think is a signature. But it was great. I had a great time. Pardon me. Sorry. We were sitting right across from the social media manager for the Four Seasons.
Yep.
And the meal was incredible. It was great getting to know her. But the funniest thing, and this is a behind the scenes thing, for if you've ever wondered what it's like, when you come to Disney, if you are friends with him on Facebook, reach out to Tony and take Tony to Ravello at the Four Seasons. I can't guarantee your experience may differ, but when he walks in, it's like, Walt Disney himself has walked into the restaurant. Oh, Mr. Caselnova, how are you? It's good to see you.
The hostesses.
How have you been?
The bartenders.
The bartenders, the dudes bussing the tables, the entire cook staff comes out. Oh, Mr. Caselnova, how have you been? And I'm like, this is embarrassing. And he is just like, he's like a freaking rock star walking in here. And, Shaq was like, oh, Mr. Caselnova, how you doing? I'm like, that's great. You should experience that once in your life. Plus, it'll get Tony to Ravello, which I think his punch cards are
full.
Way full. I mean, he's probably like in competition with Morimoto's.
I think I'm going to get a new one because my sister-in-law, for her work, just booked a 100-person dinner. Which will be catered by Ravello. It'll be down in the banquet. So I think they'll owe me a little something for that.
A little something. Yeah, we just gave you a preview of, and what they were doing. I don't even think we said this. They gave it the whole reason we were there was a preview for Magical Dining. Yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah. I would suggest if I was going back, and I am going back, I would get the meatballs because they're to die for. The meatballs are veal, pork, and mortadella. There are no breadcrumbs and no eggs. And then the pompadour sauce that it's in is... I could drink it through a straw if they would allow me.
If the straw was big.
Or get me a loaf of Italian bread and I would just sop it up in Italian bread.
Or just put it in an IV. Just put it straight into your veins. Because,
And then my favorite entree was the chicken puttanesca. Or the bucatini.
Oh, bucatini was... Yeah. Well, I would order the meatballs and the bucatini.
Yeah.
And have them together.
Yeah, right.
Because it was phenomenal.
Yeah, and the bucatini is with the pompadour sauce too, so that was good.
The bucatini is looks like spaghetti, but it's hollow in the middle. Yeah, and it's all handmade, and it's ridiculous.
Yeah, so and they kind of went a little different with the upgrades this year, because each place offers usually something as an upgrade. This time they went with a pizza that was delicious. If you ever, if you want to go there. To Ravello and go cheap, this is what I would suggest. If you're not doing magical dining, go there. Go to the bar. There's plenty of area to sit. Order the meatballs and a pizza. The pizzas are nice and thin, and they're cooked in a wood oven. They get that nice little black char on them. They're perfectly done. And this had a special prosciutto on it, which I've never heard.
Yeah.
Prosciutto cotta, which is like a ham. It's not cured. It's like a ham. And it's baked, but they put it on at the end. So it gets warm, but not cook it.
Yeah.
John, I think, is getting hungry over there.
Yeah, I am getting hungry.
And then any of the desserts are fine.
Oh, it's ridiculous. Yeah. It was so good. And we cannot thank... Ravello enough. Thank you, the Four Seasons. Thank you so much for allowing us to come in.
Right.
Obviously, we want to thank Kristen and Dining at Disney. Go check out diningatdisney.com. She is the one-stop shop for all of your desire to know anything about any of the food scene at Walt Disney World. And then some of Disneyland, because Bubba's out in Disneyland.
Yeah.
Great people. Solid, awesome people.
Yeah.
You're also going to get to know them a little bit better if you don't, because they're going to be coming over to the party, and we're going to do some stuff there too. So that's great. So had a great time. I cannot
So we got one restaurant down.
Yep.
And there were a lot of Disney restaurants this year too.
Mm-hmm.
So
you have two down.
Two?
Yeah. Chroma. Dining at Disney.
Yeah, sure.
That's why we were there.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So before we get really deep into it, we normally don't do this because this is a recorded show, but I wanted to have a little shout out for our buddy Chelsea, who normally has to wait for the podcast to come out, but she's actually in the chat room, and she's got bronchitis.
Oh.
But she decided that she wanted to hang out with us, so I just thought it would be nice to give her a little shout out. So thanks for watching, and if you're not watching on Monday nights, every Monday night, okay, except for last week and this coming week, we do a live show.
Well, you'll get enough of us on Saturday,
I'm
Sunday,
sure, yeah.
probably.
You're going to be sick of this by the time Monday rolls around. Monday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern time, we do the live recording. A lot of times we do a little bit before and a little bit after. So, it gets a little bit more of the behind the scenes. So, and then the show comes out. It's a great way to listen to the show before the show comes out. Well, I think I said that 25 times. So, yeah, check us out.
Okay.
Anything else?
That's it.
I guess the only thing we have left to do is get into
the news.
And now, Disney Parks Podcast News.
Have you ever come to Orlando and you're the person that has to make all the dining plans, all the fast passes, get all the tickets? Well, we have a service that can help you do this. This is the best service. They are themeparkconcierge.com. You can call them up at 407-257-9973. Tell them your plans. They'll send you a little profile, get some information about you and your traveling party and what you want to do, what you don't want to do. And then they can set up a custom plan for you. And they'll take you around the parks. They'll make the dining plans. They'll get the fast passes. They'll take you to Walt Disney World. They'll take you to Universal. They'll take you to Busch Gardens, to SeaWorld, to Legoland, to all of those places, and they will do all of the work for you. Contact them at themeparkconcierge.com. Check them out on Facebook at facebook.com/Ramon VIP Concierge, or email them at ramon@themeparkconcierge.com. I am telling you, you will not be disappointed. And if you tell them the Disney Parks Podcast sent you, you'll get 10% off your order.
like clockwork.
Right.
Well, Disney and Lucasfilm has announced the unprecedented augmented reality event for Force Friday II. Force Friday.
I didn't know there was a 1.
2. Oh my gosh! Yeah, when The Force Awakens came out 2 years ago, they did Force Friday.
Oh, yeah.
And Force Friday was when what they did is they did a 24 hours all the way around the world of unboxing of toys.
Wow.
So this is going to be a global event. Wait, have you read this story? This story is going to blow your mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, the story's amazing. So Disney and Lucasfilm are once again pushing the innovative technology envelope to engage its customers. Following the worldwide phenomenon of Force Friday back in 2015, Disney and Lucasfilm announced Find the Force, not to be confused with Finding Dory, which is a global augmented reality event rolling out on Force Friday, which is going to be this year on September 1st. As you're listening to the show, this Friday, September 1st, 2017, is Force Friday. Yeah. This is to commemorate the worldwide launch of the new products inspired by Star Wars, The Last Jedi. The pop-up augmented reality AR treasure hunt is a unique 3-day weekend event taking place September 1st through the 3rd at more than 20,000 retail locations across 30 countries. If you thought Pokemon Go was bad, I'm glad I'm going to be hole up in a Bay Lake Tower, away from all that crazy bull.
Yeah.
Using their smartphones and the existing Star Wars app, consumers will have the opportunity to activate in-store augmented reality experiences featuring Star Wars characters, including fan favorites and new surprise additions from the upcoming film. To participate in the Find the Force AR event, you will need to download the latest version of the Star Wars app, then visit any one of 20,000 participating retail locations to find in-store displays that feature graphics containing the Find the Force logo.
I wonder if any of the stores on Disney property
Oh, God.
are going to have this logo that can be scanned.
Possibly, but I bet because it's something that they're probably having to pay into. I don't know. Once you're there, you can scan the graphic using the Star Wars app, which will reveal a character who, through augmented reality, will appear in the room.
Nice.
They will then have the opportunity to take photos, record videos, and share the experience on social media, which is the whole goal.
Yeah.
New characters will be revealed each day, 15 in total across the program's 3-day run. So stop and think about this.
This is a test.
This is totally
a
a test
of the emergency broadcast system.
If you go out all day on Friday, you're going to have to go out on Saturday and again on Sunday to get all the characters because they're not all going to be there.
Yeah.
I'll bet you
and it's probably not all going to be at one time. It's going to probably be throughout the day.
Yeah. So Luke Skywalker will probably not be there until the last minute on Sunday.
Sure.
Leia Organa might not be in it until the last day because of all that stuff with Carrie Fisher. So new characters will be revealed each day, 15 across the program's 3-day run. Visit StarWars.com/FindTheForce to learn more about the upcoming event and a list of participating retailers and websites. The Star Wars app has a history of utilizing augmented reality to encourage consumers, having already used characters such as BB-8, K-2SO, and Stormtroopers. Now, through the app, customers can get an early look at the new Porg characters in AR before the treasure hunt goes live in retail. Have you heard about these?
Mm-mm.
They're new characters in the Star Wars world.
Okay.
They're either going to be awesome like the Ewoks, or they're going to crash and burn like Jar Jar Binks.
Oh boy.
They're totally...
Let's hope for Ewok.
Let's hope for Ewoks. They're totally on that scale.
I don't need another Jar Jar Binks.
Yeah, no kidding. With a dynamic interface, the Star Wars app immerses consumers in breaking news, rich media, social updates, and special events, interactive features. Force Friday II begins globally at 12:01 a.m. I'm assuming Greenwich Mean Time.
Yeah, it doesn't say.
On Friday, September 1st, Star Wars The Last Jedi opens in U.S. theaters on December 15th, 2017. So we're just a few months away from The Last Jedi.
Wow.
I figured that you would be really excited by this, but you weren't really...
I'm not an AR fan.
Yeah, you weren't really down with the whole Pokemon Go thing. I thought that you would be...
I didn't know Pokemon Go.
Yeah, all right.
And another fun fact about me is I've not seen an episode of Game of Thrones.
Me neither.
So there you go.
I probably should be into it, but I don't have HBO, so I missed out on Game of Thrones. I missed out on Boardwalk Empire. I missed out on all that good stuff. Any other fun facts?
No, that's it.
Okay. All right. It's Fun Facts with Tony.
Yeah. I think, some of the AR would probably make me slightly dizzy or nauseous, or I don't think my brain could compute it.
I get the whole AR thing, but it's do
you really want to walk around with your phone strapped to your eyes?
Well, you're not. You're literally going to be walking around like this. And
but in the other AR stuff. Do you want to walk around holding 2 sticks and a thing strapped to your head? No.
But this is a good test for this kind of thing, and I think that
because it's what's going to happen in the park.
Yeah, it is what's going to happen in the park. I guarantee it, and the hotel. Mm-hmm. But it's also, this is going to be the way.
And that store that they're building at Disney Springs is going to be the test bed for everything that's going to wind up in the
But this
park.
Is going to be the future of marketing. This is the next logical step. Google Glass.
Yeah.
augmented reality built in. You're going to be able to walk down and see things. And if you check off certain things, when we were talking before about the movie club, one day there will be things that happen inside of the movies, which we already have those kind of things, but they'll be able to be interacted with within the movie while you're watching it. And it's just another.
Well, they have that movie theater over by the Premium Outlet that it's like a 4D experience.
Right.
The seats will rumble, or it rains, or
but I'm talking about a different level of interaction.
Things get squirted at you.
I'm talking about another level of interaction within the
your seat leans.
I'm down with that. I get what you're saying. So it's just the marketing wave of what's coming in the future. So all right.
Okay, here in Florida, if you've ever tried to rent a locker, you know how frustrating it is. You got to go to the thing,
counter,
get paid for the key. She gives you the key, go to the locker, put it in,
get your money back,
and then you got to go return the key and get your money. Well, that's all going away.
Yep.
They're going with complete self-service automated lockers. Guests are being offered these in all 4 theme parks. It's all an electronic kiosk. No longer requires a cast member or a physical key. So you'll go to this kiosk, you'll slip in your credit card or dollars. It'll take cash, and it'll take, tell you which locker to go to. You'll enter your special code that only you know, and then voila, you get a locker. So
finally.
Yeah. So a standard size is $7, and a large size is $10, and then no deposit. Disneyland Resort and Walt Disney water parks are already utilizing this system.
What's a locker cost now? I thought it was like $5.
I thought it was like 5 and 3, but that might be 1970 pricing for all I know.
Might be.
I haven't used a locker since the 24-hour parties.
Yeah,
that's the last time I used a locker.
I thought the price was. If anybody in the chat room knows, I thought the prices were cheaper than that. So I guess they're boosting the prices too.
And here's the thing that I found:
premium lockers.
Yes, they're premium. They painted them gold or something. I always thought that the locker should be in the middle or the back of the park, because when you need your stuff, you don't want to go all the way back to the front of the park to get it. You know, like something by Cinderella's Castle, I thought always would have been a great place, or, the back of Fantasyland, or somewhere in the back of the park. That's just me. Because when you're looking for your poncho, it's never on you. It's in a locker, and it's always at the front of the park, and it's too late.
Correct. Well, you were thinking that was something that was built.
I was thinking logically.
You were thinking that was built for your convenience.
Yes.
I laugh at you. I laugh at you.
All right, we did mention Thursday night, I think around 7 p.m. is the cutoff if we'd like a ticket for the Bay Lake Tower party this Saturday. Do it now. We even got people that...
Do it now.
People did it today, so you have until Thursday night at I think 7 p.m. is the cutoff, and then after that you're out of luck.
You are SOL. Now, are we allowing... well, I guess not, because then... hair flip window, sorry. I guess that would mean they would have to know how to get to us. So I'm not going to ask that question. I don't want to put any ideas in any people's minds.
Okay. Don't forget that you can listen to the show using your Amazon Echo or your Amazon Dot. I was going to say something, but...
Order a pizza.
Technology-wise, but just tell your... Echo to play the Disney Parks podcast, and it'll play. Don't forget, we have a shop with some great merch. We have some coasters and some mouse pads.
Clunk.
Like that.
Except that design is not available.
But this is how nice they can look.
They are nice. I'm not going to lie.
We should be able to create like a place where they can upload a photo, and then we got to think about that. I'm sure.
I'll talk. I keep saying I'm going to talk to him about it.
Yeah.
I'll have that conversation with him this week.
Okay. So we can do that, and then we also have phone cases coming.
Yeah.
Soon.
Yeah.
Soon.
So soon. And I'll also be able to have a conversation with our person. So might be able to be sooner than soon. Okay. Mm-hmm. Is that person coming this weekend? Michael? He's not the person I'm talking about.
Oh. No, but it's the Michael person coming.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't gotten a yay or nay yet.
All right.
I'll see him on Wednesday, so I'll confirm.
And John has a book. It's a Disney Parks bucket list.
Yeah, it's somewhere over there.
It's over there.
You can get a copy of that over at www.parkhoppers.com. Yep. And starting, I guess, by the time you listen to this, it's not available right now. So if you're listening live, you're SOL. But we're going to do a Labor Day sale.
Ooh.
So we're going to do a Labor Day sale, $10.
Whoa.
Shipping included.
Whoa.
Remind me to tell you a story about Derek. I got a Derek story I have to tell you off camera.
Those are fighting words.
Those are fighting words.
I have a book. It's Disney by the Numbers. You can get that, obviously, at DisneyByTheNumbers.com, or maybe it's not obvious. Don't forget to rate us and review us on iTunes or Google Play. And if you'd like, you can call us and leave us a message at 407-413-9010.
Well, guys, we don't often have a lot of Disney Park news from Paris.
But we do this week.
We've got some good news from Paris. So if you're in Paris or going to Paris, you are in for a treat.
Yeah.
Halloween and Goofy's Skeleton Street Party is coming to Disneyland Paris. Did I ever tell you my little horror story about the Disneyland Paris parade?
No. We ran over your foot?
No, we did not stay for like the big parade, but we had like their version of the 3 o'clock parade was literally like 2 floats.
Wow.
I swear to God, it was like maybe 4 floats.
Maybe
max.
It wasn't the parade. Maybe it was like the, our little thing that goes out, dance party.
Maybe, but it was like 4 floats, and it was like everybody lined up, and it wasn't like yeah, da, 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 but it was their song, whatever their song is. Yeah. And so we're all like sitting there going, "This is gonna be awesome!" And I'm setting up my camera like an idiot. Oh, this is gonna be great! And like literally, it's like 4 floats. I'll show you the video. Yeah. It's like
so maybe it was their little.
But it's like it just started at the top of Main Street, rode down Main Street, and hung a left and went out. And I'm like, that's it. And I kept waiting for like the rest of the parade to show up.
And then it's kind of like the Splish Splash parade. It's only about 4 floats and
something like that.
It's gone.
Yeah, it was.
I mean, it makes a long trip from Frontierland to Main Street, but
no, it was so bad. Yeah. So from October 1st, 2017, Disneyland Park will give you Disneyland Park in Paris, Disneyland Paris. Will give you chills with 2 special experiences: Halloween with the highly anticipated return of the famous Disney villains, and Goofy's Skeleton Street Party, a colorful new event at Frontierland where skeletons and Goofy will party together. Oh yeah, Goofy's a dog, so it makes sense that he'll be hanging out with Bones. So who said October was just for fright? Imagine a colorful skeleton party that's full of fun. That's exactly what Goofy wanted to create for the new season. This year, dress up all in Bones. He'll set the tempo at Frontierland with his troupe, or, as we say in France, troupe. They will invite you to party with them in a setting where you will find yourself face to face with these colorful and funny skeletons. Disneyland Paris is also excited to announce the arrival of 2 friends who you rarely see in Disneyland Paris: Jose Carioca and Panchito Pistoles.
Wow.
Donald's sidekicks in the film The 3 Caballeros. Yeah, buddy. Wow. Lastly, Mickey and Minnie will also make an appearance for a truly splendid meet and greet. You want to meet the Disney villains you love to hate? We've got you set up too. Disneyland Paris Park will delight you with all new, previously unseen parade, Mickey's Halloween Tricycle Gang. Huh?
Tricycle Gang. Yeah, like Bicycle Gang. But okay.
Happening every day on Main Street, USA, Disney villains, and other Disney characters will entice you along the Halloween spirits route, perched on their quirky tricycles. Hang on, I can't even get through this.
It's written in French.
No, it's not that. It's just, hang on. If you want to face them and strike a pose with them, you will love the encounters with the Disney villains. Fantasyland has a treat in store for you with the Witch from Snow White, the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland, and of course Maleficent from Sleeping Beauty, whose castle is the castle that you literally walk into. at Disneyland Paris,
Right.
who will be making a spine-chilling appearance in the castle courtyard, which has been overrun by a huge bramble. Jafar from Aladdin and Captain Hook from Peter Pan will also be there. In Adventureland, and Cruella DeVille from 101 Dalmatians will be making an appearance at the Walt Disney Studios Park next door. Frontierland will also be packed full of ghosts and pumpkins, making it the perfect place to celebrate Halloween this year. And if you like witches, you'll love Daisy Duck's costume.
Ooh.
Oh, man.
I wonder what Daisy's going to dress up as.
A witch? Hello? You're not listening?
No.
So...
Which witch?
Which witch is which? So we're sitting around
If a
having...
witch was a duck as a witch, which witch would she be?
How much witch would which? So they're sitting around having a planning meeting for Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
And the creative team is thinking, what can we do? Actually, they're probably sitting around thinking, what can we do to make this Halloween so
Probably
much
doing
fun?
Jello shots.
Tricycles. You know, nothing screams Halloween to me like a big wheel. You know, like a big-ass big wheel. I mean, I get the whole thing with Goofy and the candy machine at the end of the Halloween thing. I kind of get that.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily get that's a tricycle. So I don't know how the tricycle thing... I don't know if tricycles are very big in Paris.
I don't know.
But it's funny. I would love to see pictures of this. If you're going, or if you live in Paris, please forgive the horrible Paris accent.
Yeah, well,
please
post
some pictures and tag us in it, because I would love to see this, because this sounds crazy.
Yeah, got to know.
Gotta know.
All right. Hey, last week we had a trivia question.
All right.
No, it wasn't last week. Probably
2 weeks ago.
Yep. Which hand is replaced by a hook with Captain Hook? Which hook does Hook?
Which hook does Hook when he hooks?
Yeah.
He's a hooker?
Yeah. And the correct answer is his left hook.
You know why?
Why?
Because he's right-handed.
Probably.
Yeah.
And the winner was Lori, and Lori, it's in the mail. Since you gave us our address.
Good job, Lori.
That was good. This week's question is, in the Haunted Mansion at Disneyland.
In Anaheim.
Correct. That would be Disneyland. Which attraction do you travel underneath in the hallway of portraits? You actually go underneath an attraction when you go to the hallway of portraits.
Which attraction do you go underneath?
Yes. And if you can tell us the correct answer, send it to DisneyParksPodcast@gmail.com.
Is it Space Mountain?
Yeah, very close.
Cool.
Or at 407-413-9010. Either way is fine.
Alrighty. That is that's an interesting question.
Yeah.
And you're not riding, you're actually walking, which is weird to me. Yeah.
Yeah. Because, well, I'm not going to say. We'll say when we give the answer. But go ahead.
Alrighty then. So if you would like to what?
No.
What?
No. Go ahead.
Oh. You're giving me these hand signals, bro. I feel like I should slide into third base. If you would like to help support, shut up. If you would like to support what we do here, basically, if you want to get to be a part of our Patreon group, and who wouldn't be, you make sure that you visit patreon.com/DisneyParksPodcast. We do a lot of really cool things, like at 7 o'clock on Mondays, we do a live show in a closed Facebook group just for our patrons. And tonight we were talking and debating about a story that we're going to kind of touch on here in a little bit, but we really dug down deep. We do that every Monday night that we're doing live shows. Plus, we put up other content there throughout the week. We put up exclusive ad-free shows. We also try to put the shows up early, so they get the shows before they go live to the internets. We also put exclusive video content there, and we've updated and upgraded our offers. So basically, if you'd like to support us for X amount each month, we have a rewards plan for you that's got some really cool stuff. So we want to encourage you to go there. We also want to thank our current patrons: David M., Willie, Jeremy, Katie, Eva, Grant, Ernie, David R., and Ross. Thank you guys so much for for believing in what we do and helping support us financially. It's because of you guys we're able to do kooky stuff like throw a party at Bay Lake Tower. And if you want to get in on all the fun, visit us at patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast.
And God bless you.
Thanks.
Hey, there's a survey that's been floating around the internet. I don't think it's true, but we're going to talk about it a little bit here. So with all the stuff that's going on at Disney's Hollywood Studios, there's this survey that's going around. And let me read you a little bit of what the survey says. It says, enter this newly named Disney theme park and completely immerse yourself in the realm of some of your favorite stories. Step into the imagined worlds made real and take the lead in an adventure that surrounds you at every turn. From the edge of the galaxy to the imagination of world of toys, familiar locales becoming the setting of exhilarating quests to call your own. Explore them all alongside with world-renowned characters and a supporting cast made up of your family and friends. Magnificent memories are abound as you discover the collection of amazing adventures together. Then the survey goes on to say, choose what the name of this park should be. And here is the awesome list of names in the survey.
The creme de la creme.
Disney Kaleidoscope Park.
Just rolls off the tongue.
Yes. Come on, kids. Let's go to the Kaleidoscope Park.
Dad, I want to go to Disney Kaleidoscope Park.
Next is Disney Storyverse Park.
That, I could almost see that because, they're really big on like Imagineer, putting two words together like Storyverse. Kind of makes sense. So, sort of. It's not my favorite.
Disney Hyperia. Not Hyperion. Hyperia.
I don't know why they wouldn't call it Hyperion Park. Hyperion makes more sense, but Hyperia...
Yeah.
Let me do this. Hyperia. I know that they're trying to like call the Hyperion. Hyperia.
Yeah. Well, he Googles that. The next one is a Disney Beyond Park. It's beyond. Beyond what? Beyond these gates. You'll be immersed in a story. The next one, they did a little Disney magic and put two words together. And it's Disney's Cinemagic Park. Cinema and Magic. Cinemagic Park.
Well, they just got done closing the Cinemagic Theater in Disneyland Paris, so that might...
Right. The next is Disney's Legends Park.
Hated it. Not a good idea.
There's going to be no legends there.
Right.
So don't call it that. This is the worst. Disney XL Park.
Disney XL.
And if you can tell me what the XL stands for, because it's got to mean something.
Extra luggage for all your gifts.
Extra loss of money out of your pocket.
That's pretty good. Extra love for spending money.
And then the last one is another word they put together. It's cinema and Imagineer, and this is Cinemagier.
Not Cinemagine, bro.
Cinemagine.
Cinemagine.
All right.
Cinemagine doesn't hurt me nearly as bad as some of the other ones do. But if this is the best that we can do, dudes.
Yeah. So, first of all, my opinion is that this list is fake.
Yeah.
That, first of all, Disney doesn't call anything a park anymore. If you go to their website, it just says Magic Kingdom, Epcot, Disney's Hollywood Studios, and Disney's Animal Kingdom.
Right.
It doesn't say park next to any of those when you go to their website.
Right.
That's number one. Number two is these just don't fit the park. They have nothing to do with... I understand, that they're saying that there's going to be an immersive experience on one side and another immersive experience on the other side and something in the middle. And I understand that, but these names don't fit that, or what even the description of what they described.
Yeah.
I think the best name, and we've said it on the podcast. I think John said it. Disney's Hollywood Adventure. I think it would be a perfect name, and maybe you don't even have to put Hollywood. Maybe it's Disney's Adventure. maybe you're going to have a Star Wars adventure and a Toy Story adventure and a whatever adventure. So maybe Hollywood doesn't even, or movie adventure, whatever. But I think that is what they're trying to get us hyped for. You're going to have an adventure. You're going to be part of these experiences. So none of these do it for me. That's my 2 cents.
Yeah, and if this is legit, which I find that highly suspicious, one of the things that I would suggest, if this is what you got and you're sending this out, then the best idea would be to say, hey guys, come to the Disney Parks blog and we're going to have a contest for the best park name, because this is Hollywood Adventure, Hollywood Land, Disney's Adventure, Disney's Grand Adventure.
The winner will get to be the first in the Star Wars land when it opens.
There you go. Start with have a Star Wars, have a Toy Story.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool. I would be down with that. I just the problem with these names, after all the hullabaloo that we just went through, is they're uninspired to me.
Yeah.
Disney's Magic Kingdom, inspiring. Epcot. What does Epcot mean? Experimental prototype community of tomorrow. That's inspiring.
Yeah.
Disney's Hollywood Studios.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Disney's Animal Kingdom. Ooh. That's inspiring. And it's not inspiring just because it's like, well, that's the names it's always been.
Right.
MGM Studios was inspiring, but it's like it was branded.
Right.
Disney, Walt Disney Park at Paris. That's a great name. So it's just uninspired to me.
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
Very little imagination or effort, I think, went into that list.
And that's the sad thing, when you start getting at that level, and because you work for a big company, when you start getting at that level, the creative process becomes, we've got at least 25 great ideas, and then it keeps being filtered through all these desk people, and they're like, wow, this sucks. Yeah. And there's no creativity, and they finally go with the safest name.
Right.
And none of these names are good. Kaleidoscope.
Yeah.
Welcome to Kaleidoscope.
Welcome to XL.
Welcome to Disney XL.
I would have a hard listen, if somebody if they actually named it XL and some cast member says to me, welcome to Disney XL Park, I would have a very hard time laughing at them. And say, listen, I'm not laughing at you,
right?
But I'm laughing at what you're telling me.
I just took an Uber XL to Disney XL. What size is your t-shirt, sir? XL. We're branding everything. What size is your underwear? XL. Jeez.
All right, go ahead.
Crazy. Hey, if you're looking for a reason to go visit Disneyland during Halloween, do you need any more reason?
Yeah.
I mean, seriously, take us with us. Take us with you. There we go. If you're looking for a reason to go, now is a great time. Guardians of the Galaxy Monsters After Dark ride has been announced.
Why do they get all these overlays and we get nothing?
I don't know. Because we're a world destination.
Somebody's got to explain that to me someday. Yeah. I need an answer. I really do.
So Halloween time at Disneyland is expanding to include Disney's California Adventure. This year, with Guardians of the Galaxy being transformed into Guardians of the Galaxy Monsters After Dark. Your adventure picks up moments after the events of the popular Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout attraction. If you know how that works out, right. I guess. Yeah. The Guardians have successfully escaped the Collector's Fortress, but they have accidentally left Groot behind. I am Groot. Rocket enlists you to distract the creatures that have been released so he can find and rescue his little buddy, while the Collector's ever-resourceful assistant, Afeta, may try to assure you that all is just a momentary setback. Disney advises you to proceed with caution. Once the sun sets each evening during Halloween time at Disneyland Resort, Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout will transform into Guardians of the Galaxy Monsters After Dark. The music continues to be at the heart of the experience, and an all-new song, say it with me now, Monsters After Dark, was created especially for the attraction by Tyler Bates, who is the composer for the Guardians of the Galaxy films. Halloween Time at Disneyland Resort kicks off on September 15th. This is great. This is great use of that technology.
Yeah.
You know, you just kind of tweak the vocals. Nothing changes in the animatronic. You tweak the experience because it's all computer driven anyway. It's brilliant.
So,
love it.
Let's see. Haunted Mansion, Space Mountain, Galaxy, Guardians of the Galaxy. What else gets an overlay? Does Jungle? No, not for Halloween. I don't think.
That's it.
Interesting.
They go all out for Halloween over there.
We get 0.
Very jealous. Very, very jealous.
All right. Next up, the My Disney Experience app has a huge update for this version. You are now able to renew your annual pass on the app. And I know that scares the bejesus out of some people.
Yeah.
You could also see your dining plan and all your credit card transactions.
Wow.
So the card that you give them that's on file, you'll be able to see your total rather than, nowadays you have to call the front desk or you have to go to the front desk and say, hey, or you get the message saying, hey, we ran up against the limit. We're going to need to reauthorize for another $1 million. Wow. And they say, oh, yeah, sure. Yeah,
sure.
Go ahead.
Sure, Mr. Caselnova.
Yeah,
no problem.
Yeah, whatever. So last week, Disney released this update. Go check it out. It's for iOS and Android. Additionally, guests can use the Disney Dining Plan will now allow you to track all of your meal and snack credits that you have remaining directly on the app. And for guests staying on property, you will now be able to track all the charges made using your Magic Band. So you can see, if the kids do have charging privilege, where they've been spending your money and what park. You can download this version now. Make sure it's version 4.8 and it works, like we said, for iOS and Google Play Store, Android. I don't know. I'm going to try it this weekend. We're going to see.
Right. There you go. Yeah,
I don't have a dining plan, but I'd like to, and I've already renewed my annual pass, but I'll see my credit card purchases.
Huh. Fascinating.
Yeah.
It's.
I think the whole thing is really for the dining credits. I think that and the annual pass thing, I think, are the two biggest things. Because I think more and more people are getting away from the laptop and the computers and going kind of with tablets and, mobile devices.
Right. Well, putting the dining credits onto this is huge, especially for people who are visiting, because that's a big deal to track your usage of your credits. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thanks for letting me know. So we're into food. We're into Italian. You're probably more into it than I am because you are. Maria and Enzo are coming to Disney Springs this fall. How you doing? There's a pro wrestler named Enzo. Everything's how you doing. Maria and Enzo, how you doing? How you doing? Is an Italian restaurant that's expected to debut sometime this fall at Disney Springs. The latest newcomer to Disney dining will be located in the same building that houses the Edison. I can't wait for that. Located in the Landing, the complex of building contained these restaurants will highlight the Disney Springs origin story throughout unique cuisine and immersion, Disney's new word.
Yeah.
While the Edison will be themed as a repurposed electrical power plant, Maria and Enzo, how you doing, will be themed as a former airline terminal. It's also rumored that the restaurant will include a rum running tunnel. How you doing?
How you doing?
So that'd be fun. That'd be interesting.
Yeah. So this will be the second Italian restaurant because Portobello's is being redone into a trattoria.
So does this mean, if I'm reading between the lines, does this mean that the Edison, which is a speakeasy, right, it will be getting food from Maria and Enzo? How you doing?
No, I think they'll have their own. I think there's going to be an upstairs, downstairs,
right,
compartment to this. I think.
So what's the purpose of the rum running table? That tunnel.
Well, maybe that place, the Walt's place or whatever. Maybe it's not happening, maybe it's going to be Maria and Enzo.
That sucks.
That private little speakeasy,
I want
hole in the wall. Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe we're going to have to see now.
Yeah, I can't wait. It's going to be great. That place, man.
I could always use another good Italian
There you
place.
go. Yeah. Plus, we've got Portobello's is transforming into the Trattoria.
Yeah.
So that'll be good. And we've got Trattoria al Forno.
Yeah.
So that'll be.
Yeah. And Wolfgang Puck, I think they started construction on his place too.
Yeah, I can't believe where they're putting that. They're putting that in that green space. Right as you come out of the where all the shops are, right by the World of Coke. That's where the wall went up.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, what about? I thought they were doing it across from Splitsville.
Well, aren't they doing something else there?
No, I thought they were transforming Wolfgang's into the new place there.
I don't know. I'll go back and look.
All right. Yeah, take a look, Ela. Over at Disneyland, they're going to get an additional 455 parking spaces. And you may say to yourself, Tony, who cares?
Who cares?
Who cares? Why do they need more parking spots?
How you doing?
Well, with the expansion of the parks, people have to park a vehicle, and nobody takes transportation in L.A.
Yeah, of course not. Everybody drives them.
Yeah. So the Disneyland Resort has received approval from the Anaheim Planning Commission to add the 455 spaces to the Toy Story lot. And this is always the lot that we keep hearing that it's going away. They're going to add something there, expand the parks, and then move the parking lot across the street.
Right.
So I guess maybe this will wind up being temporary. In order to utilize the area, Disneyland will be required to build soundproof walls and landscaping to separate the lot from apartment complexes that border the lot. Disney will also need to add new lighting ramps so that buses and trams can reach the area. The area in question is used as a stormwater detention basin and will continue to act as that during rainy days. So bring a poncho for your car?
Yeah, exactly.
Or put it up on stilts? With the Star Wars Galaxy Edge set to open in 2019 and more Marvel attractions on the horizon, the Disneyland Resort is struggling with enough parking for its guests. Disneyland proposed the Eastern Gateway project that was set to add 6,800 spaces in a parking structure behind businesses on Harbor Boulevard has stalled after local merchants complained that the project would have a detrimental economic effect on the neighborhood. So even the small number of spaces being added with this Toy Story lot expansion are needed. With the added spaces, the Toy Story lot would increase to a total of 5,378 spaces, while the Mickey and Friends parking structure on the other side of the resort still holds 10,000 cars.
Wow. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Well, they're experiencing growth over there, so, got to put this car somewhere.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying. Like, the Magic Kingdom, I didn't, when they took out the Speedway, I don't understand why they didn't put up a parking garage.
Right.
Like a 4-story parking garage. Right. I'm not saying high enough to see, because that would, ruin the sightline illusion that they're trying to keep, that you can't see that until you get there. But 4 stories is certainly low enough.
Right.
To, you can put trees on the other side. I've never seen anything. It's just me.
So, moving on. Hey guys, there's been a entrance policy change for Pandora: The World of Avatar.
Oh yeah.
And I found the information, which I'll show you, and I'll put a link so you guys can see it. They're definitely putting in that green space. So guests heading straight for Pandora: The World of Avatar at Animal Kingdom Park Open should be aware of this minor adjustment. Disney's Animal Kingdom guests will only be able to enter or exit the new land by using the bridge located next to Tiffin's during early hours. The Harambe Bridge will not be accessible for entrance or exit until the queue for Avatar Flight of Passage has been limited to a single side of the bridge. This usually happens somewhere between 10 a.m. and noon.
Park opens at 9. That means it only takes an hour.
That's right. But if you're there for early, and you think you're going to go, oh, I got an idea. I'm going to go, no. They said, "Niet" for our Russian-speaking friends.
Yet.
No. Niet. Yeti is the... Yeah. All right. So just be aware of that. So if you're going in, just, go in smart, check your documents, make sure that you're not...
violating the laws of the animal kingdom.
That's right. 'Cause nobody wants to be thrown out of a park.
Yep.
Unlike some people I know.
Hey, this next story kind of got me excited. One of my favorite cartoons when I was a kid that I thought I would be living like this character by now has not come true.
Oh.
I love the Jetsons. The whole thought of flying cars, that my car would fold up into a briefcase, would be here. Why? It's 2017. Why can't my car fly? And why can't it not fold up?
I don't know.
Anyway, ABC has officially ordered a live-action pilot of the Jetsons. Now, half of me says, all right, this is a pretty good idea. I could get into this.
Really?
The other half of me says, do I want them to ruin my childhood cartoon?
Of course you do.
I don't know. So, according to several sources, the beloved cartoon from the 60s, The Jetsons, is coming to ABC as a live-action series as a pilot and has been ordered. The new series would be based on the classic Hanna-Barbera cartoon set 100 years in the future following the exploits of the Jetsons. Robert Zemeckis,
power player,
has been set in place as the executive producer of this movie. Gary Janetti has written for and produced such shows as Family Guy, Will and Grace, and will write and executive produce as well.
That's not a bad combination. Robert Zemeckis is good. Most of the things he does is great.
So far, so good.
Family Guy and Will and Grace is a great pedigree.
Right. The original Jetsons animated series aired for 24 episodes on ABC from 1962 to 1963 in primetime as a futuristic counterpart to its prehistoric animated sitcom, The Flintstones. It followed George, Jane,
his wife,
Judy,
daughter Judy,
and
Elroy. God, you're the fan.
I know the song. Along with their robot maid, Rosie, and the family dog, Rastro.
Rastro is part of the reason why when I talk about like Harley, he does the R's.
Oh, yeah?
I'm Rory George.
The series was later reviewed by Hanna-Barbera in 1985 in syndication with 40 new episodes being produced. The animated Jetsons then went on to do the movie, and that was released in 1990. The movie was then the last original Jetson project produced until 2017 direct-to-DVD release, The Jetsons and WWE
Robo WrestleMania. Couldn't resist.
There have been a number of attempts to make this series into a new film. Warner Brothers even gave it a crack with Jones' Hanna-Barbera Library. That is, I don't know if that's good or bad. It's said to be developing an animated movie based on the series with Sausage Party co-director Conrad Vernon directing.
Sausage Party was awful.
Yeah, it was terrible. So I kind of have mixed feelings, I'd like to see the Jetsons back on TV.
Jetsons, it's okay. I mean, part of the reason that the Jetsons were great is because of the slapstick humor of it all. And there's not a lot of that you're going to be able to do live action. So I'm wondering how that's going to work. And then...
Yeah, how are you going to make flying cars? We can't do it now.
Yeah, but...
How are we going to make sprockets? We can't do it now.
Spacely sprockets. It's just one of those things where...
How are we going to make me travel in a tube? How are my clothes going to be sucked onto me?
Right, exactly. So, I mean, it's a lot of... I realize that they're mining great, content for live action stuff. Right. I'm just not sure the Jetsons live action is the best way to go.
Right.
When the last big Jetsons thing that you did was a partnership with the WWE, and people who were WWE fans, of which I am one,
probably hated it.
Poo-pooed that idea because it sucked. But you have to stop and think about the Jetsons originally only did 24 episodes. And it's an iconic show.
Yeah.
How many episodes? I wonder how many episodes were in the Flintstones. I mean, stop and think about the Flintstones for crying out loud. The Flintstones,
that went on forever.
Yeah, the Flintstones made a little bit more sense.
Yeah.
The Jetsons thing is kind of interesting, and then eventually you're going to get like the Jetsons and the Flintstones movie crossover.
Now they did a live action of the Flintstones.
Yeah, that's what I was
Rosie
talking about.
O'Donnell and
John Goodman and was it Rick Moranis? Was that one of his last movies?
Probably.
And I thought it was good. The second one's kind of off base,
right?
But I don't know if we need this. I just get saddened by the fact that we're just turning into a culture of, what ideas can we mine and just do that, as opposed to creating something new. There's so little on TV that's new.
The feed ended.
That's okay. We just can keep moving. There's most of the things that are new that are really good or either behind a paywall like Netflix, or like HBO, something like that.
Yeah, probably because we hit the 1 hour mark.
Yeah.
So the Jetsons did 6 seasons.
Wow.
So the Flintstones did 6 seasons.
Right.
Sorry.
Right.
Yeah. So that's not too bad. Not too bad.
Right.
All right, next one, Jim.
Question, Tony, is Disney's Blizzard Beach testing fast passes?
Possibly.
Last week, someone posted an image from Blizzard Beach of wristbands with return times for Teamboat Springs, Summit Plummet, and Downhill Double Dipper. The wristbands haven't been confirmed by Disney as anything that will be permanent in Blizzard Beach, but it does seem like these wristbands could be a test for Disney to have Fast Pass in the Walt Disney World water parks. Magic Bands are waterproof, so the incorporation of them into the water parks should be relatively a no-brainer. All that we would need to do is to be touch points for the room for a Fast Pass line. Interesting, the Fast Passes have a half-hour window of return times compared to the full-hour return for the traditional Fast Pass. It's a much, much smaller park.
Yeah.
That kind of makes sense. And just to be honest with you, they're trying really hard to get that working over at Universal's Volcano Bay. With their version of the Fast Pass. So makes sense that Disney's starting to really should be upping their game. This should be a no-brainer.
Yeah.
I don't know why this already hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, I can't imagine.
I don't know why the characters don't say, "Hey, happy birthday, John," but it's another story.
You should be able also to get these on your app, like you can a regular park. I want to do Teamboat Springs, Summit Plummet, blah, blah, blah. You get your 3 in the morning, you go to the park, and you have at least 3, use those, and then you can get another 3.
Right.
Maybe there's little kiosks because it is a water park and you don't want to take your cell phone with you.
Yes, I would agree. You would want to do that.
So you might want to have like little kiosks. But I think it's a no-brainer.
Nice. Yeah, I think so. Let's go for it.
All right, here's the headline news. We'll
have it in there.
All right.
We'll have it in there.
First up, I think Bill's mad.
Oh, yeah, take my park ride out, you bastards.
Bill Nye is suing Disney for over $37 million.
Bill Nye, the litigation guy.
Yeah. Apparently, he got paid money for his series. Disney sent him a check. He didn't think it was enough. They said you were overpaid. They stopped sending him royalties, so now he's suing for the amount that he thinks he owes them, plus the interest of all the money that Disney made off the money they didn't send him.
That's a sticky wicket right there.
To the tune of $37 million.
$37 million.
I'll give you 37 million reasons to put that attraction back.
Yeah.
2 new celebrity narrators have been announced for the 2017 Ken Ollie Processional.
Yeah, buddy.
One is Matt Boomer, and I liked Matt from...
Is it Boomer or Bomer? I think it's Bomer.
Bomer? It might be Bomer, yeah. I liked him on that show, that cop show.
No. Come on.
I can't think of it. It was on USA Network.
Yeah, it's not Suits. It was the other one. It was White.
White Collar.
White Collar.
White Collar.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I like that show.
Yeah, he's great.
I'm sorry that show went. And the next...
Oh my God, I'm praying to God that I can get into this.
Warwick Davis.
So great.
Yeah.
What's your favorite Warwick Davis role he's ever been in?
He played some Star Wars characters, if I'm not mistaken.
Several. Wicket the Ewok.
Right.
When he was a little kid.
Oh, yeah. He played the Ewok?
Yeah,
I thought he just played one of the droids.
No, he played Wicket.
Yeah.
He played the main Ewok that was the one that was with Carrie Fisher.
Right.
He was also in the last Star Wars movie. Played a different character, and I think his daughter was in with him too.
Oh, really? Wow.
He's been in Harry Potter.
Wow.
He's big in the Harry Potter world. My favorite.
He's just crossing realms.
Yeah, he's all over the place. My favorite Warwick Davis role was Willow. Did you ever see Willow?
Yeah, I did see Willow. David Bowie.
No, that was Val Kilmer. David Bowie was Labyrinth.
Oh yeah.
Willow was Val Kilmer, and him is awesome.
Val Kilmer, where's he?
Yeah, he's counting his money.
All right. Next is the celebration at the top of the world. The Sip, Savor, and Sparkle at the California Grill's now been extended till December 24th.
We found a cash cow, ladies and gentlemen.
We have a winner. Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, ding, ding.
The cash register's ringing.
It's a winner. I think that's great.
Yeah.
I mean, it gives us more opportunities to take part in it. I don't know if I'm going to, but...
Yeah.
Yep.
Because there are other ways to view the fireworks from that height.
Yeah, a little bit.
Cinderella's Royal Table will be closing for a little refurbishment until February of 2018.
In February 2018.
In February 2018, so...
No worries, no panic, people.
Yeah, so...
It's closing in 2018.
Yeah, so make sure you check your reservations and whatnots.
Yep.
This one, I think a lot of people got pissed. It was all over the internet that they popped. Well, let's start with this. The little shampoo, conditioner, and body wash that you normally get when you go to a Disney resort might be going away. I think they've done it away with it in the value resorts for a long time now. Yeah. But now they've hit up Port Orleans.
Yep.
And mounted to the wall are large little versions.
I'm stealing those. I don't care.
So you cannot, take them, hide them, and then housekeeping will put new ones.
Yep.
So
if you need some, you can find me over at WW Parkhoppers, and we can negotiate a price. I have 2 boxes too. I have 2 shoe boxes. Oh, I have several garbage bags full.
Now, do you have the old ones, the black and white Mickey?
Where you pop the Mickey ears off?
No, they were black and white packaging and had Mickey's face on it.
No, I don't have the old ones. I've got the next
Now,
gen.
if you want some of those, you call up Disney by the numbers.
Yeah, it's going to be very expensive. Yeah. But we've got all that stuff. So this is not shocking.
I can understand the cost savings. That's got to cost a ton of money. And I always heard that the ones that were left behind, if any guest did leave them behind, that they didn't donate to local like homeless shelters and charities and things like that.
I get it. I've never been a fan of these big bottle things in hotels because A, I think it's cheap, and B, I'm a little skeevy on it anyway. Guys, you're paying $100, $200, $300 a night.
3, 4.
I got a buddy of mine who's staying at Animal Kingdom Villas for 2 nights. Guess how much he spent? Now he's doing the 2 nights in the villas plus a dining package. Just guess how much that is.
Spend cash?
Yeah.
How many people?
2.
$1,200.
Close. 15, almost $1,600. Yeah. Now, if you're paying $1,600, put the toiletries out. It's not that expensive, and then just say you can only have a set per day. Yeah. I'm sorry, unless you've got 25 people staying in a room, then that's different. But I mean, a set per bathroom per day, right, or per your stay. If you need more, with 1 refill available. Change that rule, but this is...
Well, in a DVC room, when you're using points, you only get housekeeping every 4 days, so...
Right, but they'll bring you stuff if you need it.
For a fee.
Really?
There's a fee. including extra towels.
If you run out of something,
There's a fee. That's why a lot of people that own a DVC bring their own, or they have an owner's locker that has their own stuff in it.
unbelievable.
And how you get extra towels is you just go to the pool.
Right.
That's how you get extra towels at Disney.
Wow.
All right, next.
For now, unless they're listening to the show.
Well, I heard for a little while they were not at the pool's towels. But then people were like, what the hell?
We came to the pool. Where's the pool towels?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan standalone movie is reportedly in development.
That'd be great. As long as it's Ewan McGregor. I want to know what's going on with Obi-Wan Kenobi after the last of the trilogy, the first prequel trilogies. I want to know what happens before Star Wars: A New Hope happens, and I want it to be Ewan McGregor.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah. Express transportation is gone.
You got to pay. You got to pay for the lift. You got to pay for those Minnie Mouse vans.
Yeah, I think that's what they're going towards.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I wonder how much Lyft is paying Disney.
Well, how much Disney's paying Lyft?
Is Disney... No. Why would...
They're using their platform.
Disney's using Lyft's platform?
Yeah.
I'm sure Disney's not paying for that. Why would Disney pay for that?
You're using our services. You're using my server, my box, my bandwidth, my internet.
You're on my property. You've got...
It's your car and you're a cast member. You're just using my platform to keep track of the cars.
All right.
I think they're paying Lyft.
I would love to know that.
Yeah.
I would love to know that.
I think they're paying Lyft.
Okay, next.
The DVC Epcot Member Lounge is staying through 2018. So if you need a place to have a beverage and a snack for free...
If you're a member of DVC.
If you're a DVC member.
You can't get anything like towels or stuff, but God, you can come up and get a free Coke.
And a free bag of potato chips. Right. You can also get Disney characters printed on your coffee at Tea Traders Cafe by Joffrey's at Disney Springs. Have you seen these? They have like Mickey and Minnie.
I've seen pictures
all,
of it.
Printed on the top of the coffee. Yeah. Apparently, there's a special machine that does that. I've seen the machine.
Yeah.
Not related to Disney, but yeah. That squirts the milk. Yeah.
Or squirts the chocolate.
Cream, whatever.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's it. We got nothing else.
That's great. Oh, did you start a new show?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Someone said, did Parkhopper John say something not expensive in DVC in the same sentence? I was not talking about DVC. I was talking about the inexpensive soaps, because those soaps don't cost that much. Yeah. If you're paying that much for a room, right? That's not that much. Yeah. But Disney's being... Yeah. Anyway.
That's my brother.
I know he's your brother.
My brother from the same mother.
That's weird. We've not met your brother, and I have not. Yeah. Right.
Yeah. All right. So we're either we'll see you on Saturday.
Yes.
Or we'll see you on Saturday in another live podcast somewhere. Digitally.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we are packing up the studio in a box.
Yeah.
Cameras, mics, we're all going.
Yep.
And you'll see us from Bay Lake Tower Grand Villa this weekend.
That's right. Can't wait. Visit us over at Facebook, facebook.com/Disney Parks Podcast. You can visit us online at DisneyParksPodcast.com. You can always go to patreon.com/Disney Parks Podcast. You can also find us on the Twitter when we're there at Disney Podcaster. And is there anything else we want to...
No, that's it.
Visit DisneyParksPodcast.com/.
I wonder if we can do Periscope. We might be able to do a Periscope and a Facebook Live at the same time, because I have an iPad. We can certainly fire up Periscope on that.
Periscope or Instagram.
Yeah.
You can do Instagram.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If you're on yours or mine.
We
don't have a Disney Parks podcast one, but we can certainly create one. It ain't that difficult.
Well, if you bring your iPad, you can do that. We can do that too. Listen. We are going to be on the internet this week.
They're Disney Resort's going to be sitting there looking at the internet, and it's just like,
why are there 7 streams coming from one room?
Saturday night, Saturday morning, it's going to be like, how's everything running? It's going to be great. And then about 1 o'clock, the internet is literally going to go, what is going on? Room 1604. Good God, what are they doing in there?
Why are there 7 streams coming from?
Oh, it's a bunch of podcasters.
Yeah, so it should be fun.
I cannot wait.
Yeah.
All right. And if we don't see you digitally and we don't see you at the event,
we'll see you in the park.
That's right.
The Disney Parks podcast is not affiliated with the Walt Disney Company. All Disney parks, attractions, lands, shows, event names, etc. are registered trademarks of the Walt Disney Company.
Like a bolt out of the blue, fate steps in and sees you through. One you wish upon a star, your dream